All right, what's up, guys? We have Paul Manakio with us.
How you doing, guys?
I don't know if you're familiar with the incident that happened outside of the courthouse at Long Island Audits Arraignment. We're going to go into Paul's story, but first I wanted to say let's subscribe to Paul's channel. If you guys can see it there, and if I have mods in the chat, please put his link up in the chat. Anything you want to say before we get started?
I just would like to say I'm glad that I've got to meet you guys. Now kind of indirectly work with you, although this has brought us all together in a different way. I'm sorry that it had to be under these circumstances, however, but I guess it's the nature of what you do and what we do, I guess, and holding these people accountable and being advocates. That's how we come together, and I'm very grateful for that.
So I wanted to get into the story of how this all really began. Let's see if I can do it like this. The whole incident with Sean, and we're going to play that now. Let's see here. Guys, everybody can see that?
Here, but we just want to ask some questions, see what's going on with this overtime allegation. Hopefully he answers us. It says here the Faheys looks like we're in the right spot. Again, there aren't any no trespassing signs. We're just coming in peace to ask some questions. Oh, I'm currently being recorded, his Ring camera said.
Help you?
Hey, Sergeant Fahey, how are you?
You gotta get off my property. You're supposed to no trespassing.
Nope, there is no posted sign. There's no problem. Do you have any, let's go. Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are, I am moving. Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are receiving?
All right, so you see him go inside, right? That's also what I think is important. You see him go back inside. You can clearly see that Sean, Long Island Audit, is retreating at this point.
He's backing up.
So there was no need for him to come back out, but we'll watch the rest of it until he gets spit on. We're not going to watch when the cops arrive, and then we'll get into the rest of the story. So here we go.
Couldn't even get the question out, ladies and gentlemen. He was so angry. Couldn't even get the question out. He says that there's no trespassing signs. Let's see. Let's see if there's no trespassing signs. What a coward. He can assault me in broad daylight while receiving taxpayer money. But the minute an independent journalist comes to his home, and he's probably going to try and get me unlawfully arrested now. As you can see, I moved back his camera that says you are currently being recorded. I film this guy. You're
Here he comes, the big scary man.
Crazy. What are you,
maniac?
Psycho? You have a weapon in your hand? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't have any weapons. I'm a journalist. What do you think I'm doing, you psychopath? What do you think I'm doing?
Now, get off my property right now.
What do you think?
Get off my property right now.
I'm off your property.
This is my property.
Well, do you see me not moving?
All the way to the cul-de-sac.
Calm down.
Get off my fucking property.
Get that gun out of your hand.
Get off my fucking property.
Get that gun out of your hand.
I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't care who you
No
are.
more, asshole.
Who you are.
Fucking property.
I don't care who you are.
Get off my fucking property.
I don't care who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my face.
Get off my property
You're
right
going
now.
to jail now.
Get
Look
off
at
my
this.
property
Look
right
at
now.
this. He spit in my
Get off my
face.
property.
You psycho.
I can't even fucking. It may disgust me every time I see this.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God! If he was not holding that weapon in his hand, I swear to God, I would have prayed that Sean destroyed him. But I understand. I understand why he didn't. And I don't condone violence. But man, please, there has to be a limit in which people can. You just can't cross it. You just can't do it as a human. You just can't do it. But what are you gonna do?
What can you do? There was a reason you went out there to protest Fahey, right? So you went out there to protest Fahey for spitting on Sean. You guys were out there. You and the Constitution State were out there, what, for a week straight, right?
Yeah, myself and Constitution State, Connecticut Transparency, Danny and Jeff, We were out there for a good 4 days straight, and then we hit the Connecticut State Police headquarters just before you guys got there.
Right.
We were there probably for a couple hours, and then you guys showed up, I think, about an hour after we left.
Yeah.
From what I recall,
that same day, I think we got to meet each other, right?
yeah, it was the same day, yeah, in Groton after the fact, yeah. So it was pretty cool. When we got there, we did see Fahey. I know you guys were told that he wasn't there. However, I did see him on the third
Wow.
floor. You know,
Yeah, so
he had some guy come hold it, like,
went down there, and we didn't see him.
yeah, I saw him. They ushered him off to the wing on the right side. So we saw him on the third floor. There's like a corridor on the right. He was up there. That's where I saw him pacing back and forth on his phone. And then some guy came and got him and walked him into that wing, and we didn't see him again. But people were peeping out the windows. It was fun. You guys probably experienced the same thing.
For sure, for sure. So, all right, let's get into this one here. Share screen. Let's get into this, because this one is pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is fun.
So you were out there all week protesting Fahey's employment, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to Sean's arraignment, right? And you're just minding your own business. Can you tell us? I'll play a little bit, and then can you tell us a little bit of what happened in the beginning? So I'll play it here.
They didn't let us go up the escalator initially. They said no one is allowed to go there. You got to have an appointment. So what happened?
Well, you went up it anyway.
But before that, who was stopping us?
Well, the police were there.
Yeah,
The police were there.
They blocked it.
Something's going on.
So before all this gets it in there, we don't get to see what happened before then, right?
Right. Yeah, they don't have any cameras, no body cameras, nothing.
So can you tell us what happened? What made them do this?
What made them do that? I can't speak on that. The only thing I can speak on is what I saw. And, I was ready to leave. I had my car started. My buddies were down at the car. I was all packed up and cooling down. As you remember, it was like 100 degrees that day. It was pretty hot.
Yes.
And I'm like, I just want to go see what's going on at the top of the hill real quick before we leave. So I walked back up. And at that point, I heard somebody say that, I think it was, I forgot the gentleman's name up in Mass that had his phone taken. And Sean's going in at that point to go get the phone. So we're like, all right, everybody's standing outside. And we're like, we really shouldn't leave him out in there alone. So we all went into the entryway, which is an unsecured area. You still have, go into the entryway, then there's another set of doors. And then there's the metal detectors, and then there's all the marshals and everybody else. So we're in the entryway of the building, and there's about 15 of us, probably 16 of us there. And Sean went in to talk to the marshals about the kid's phone. We were all waiting for him to come out, which he did. And at that point, one of the marshals had come up to us and said, look at that, everybody's filming. You guys got to put your phones away. Which at that point everybody did. Sean, I think, had something to say regarding that. So there was kind of like a little conversation between the marshal and Sean. And at that point, the woman that was in the corner, Jim, FTP News' wife, it happened to be, she's disabled. She has a walker. She's in the corner. She decided to pick up her phone and start to film the interaction between the two. At that point, Marshal Mack, this other marshal, walked past her out the door. And from my perspective, all I saw was this big arm just come in and swat that phone, man. It's so violent, and knocked her into a walker. And in a split second, I'm like, no, that's just, there's something about that that's wrong. And impulsively, I just peacefully, truthfully, walked up to him. He was facing the crowd inside the building at that point with the phone in his left hand. I walked by him very quietly. He didn't say a word until I got to the phone. I put my index finger and my thumb around that phone, and I just looked at him. I said, give me the phone, man. Come on. And he yanked the phone and said, no. I just gave it a yank. I said, give me the fucking phone. And it didn't go. So I turned around and started walking backwards. At that point, I'm getting charged in the lobby by marshals, and you see me pretty much jump backwards down the stairs, and then you see what happens from there. You know what I mean? I can say this: I never struck anybody. Watch the clip. Dun 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 dun. It's like an NFL, man. They just tackle you. No order was given. No directive. No nothing. Just an attack, and they dragged me into a friggin' courtroom.
Insane.
It was insane.
All right, so we'll watch what happens here. Let's see. There we go. So you have 2 officers on you right now. You know, already it's crazy.
Hey, get off! No, you can't touch me. Don't touch me.
That's stupid. This guy's still trying to take a phone. That's the guy that took everybody's phone.
Get off him! I'm not out.
So now you have 4 officers on you. You're one man.
I know, man. And the thing is they made it look like I'm resisting, but they're fighting each other with my body.
Right.
Like, pay strong attention to this.
Right. Let me take our faces off here.
Another thing to pay attention to is when they flip me over and I say I can't breathe. That's not me trying to pull a George Floyd guy, rest his soul. I had sunglasses on with a chain on it, and when they spun me, they were choking me with my own chain, which ended up breaking.
Mm-hmm.
It took a lot of force to do that, but
I mean, if you have 4 people with all their body weight on you, I can definitely you definitely couldn't breathe anyway. I mean,
no, I couldn't anyways. Plus the heat and the stress, man, I couldn't breathe. And what they did to my neck, I mean, who could breathe after that?
Yeah, you already said it was 110 degrees out there, and I was there. It was really freaking hot. Really,
it was hot, man.
So here we go.
Is a piece of shit.
Whoa,
This shit right here is a piece of shit.
What are you guys doing?
Look at my neck.
What are you doing? Look at these gang members. Look at these.
After this right here, somebody like really pulls you like really hard.
Yeah.
Gang members.
There it is. There it is.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Right there, I have that cord around my neck, dude.
I mean, this is just out of this world. So, what were you thinking at this moment?
I was really thinking I fucked up. Excuse my language.
Yeah, no,
you know,
you're good, man.
I was like, what did you do, man? I get why you did it, but this you just fucked up so much. Because here's the thing: is I had court that week. I have 3 kids I haven't seen in 9 months, man, for other bullshit. That has nothing to do with this, and that put a real hurting on it. But that ran through my head afterwards.
Thinking like at that moment, this moment right here is like, I mean, you have 4 officers for.
I was fighting for my life, dude. Right here, you see me in a position where I have my elbows out, and that's called tripoding.
Yeah.
If you see somebody doing that, like standing up against the counter and they have their legs out and they're gasping for air, that's called tripoding. It's a way for your body to try to correct itself and get your breath back. So that's what I was trying to do right there, with that thing wrapped around my throat, no less. At that time, pretty much, you caught it pretty damn good.
Definitely crazy, man. Definitely.
And
crazy.
then all the weight on my torso and everything else, it was insane. I'm grateful that I was able to get my torso free at that moment because I was able to get my breath.
I will
somewhat.
say this: as bad as this is,
yeah.
I'm so glad we got it on film because,
dude,
it just shows how excessive this was.
Yeah, it's so nuts.
Excessive.
I understand that I did something wrong. I do.
Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. But
I don't know. But
for this,
I don't think they had the right to do what they did. And acting under the color of law, they went over and beyond what they should have done.
Right.
And in lockup, I found out that Marshall Mack, the guy that stole the phones from that woman and me and everybody else, he was arguing with his wife or girlfriend just before he came upstairs. They were all watching this live stream the whole day. So it makes sense. You know what I mean? A little bit. But
we'll play the rest of the video here.
Five fucking pussies. 5 fucking pussies.
His face got fucked up right there.
Fuck them.
That's when his face got fucked up.
Let me see if we can. Right
So
here.
when they flipped, he was on my feet. The same kid that tackled me. When they flipped from the other end, his arms were locked under my legs, and he couldn't get him free, and his face went right into the ground.
Can you see my mouse or no?
No.
Okay. Well, it looks like he's got your foot, and that's where he messed up his face, right?
MAA audit had a good shot of it.
Okay. Maybe I'll have to check out. Can you send me that link maybe, and then maybe we can take a look at that?
Well, my phone. I'm using my phone right now.
That's right. We'll
Yeah.
We'll get it.
He's got it there though.
We'll play the video from here.
All right, bud.
See what happens.
Six pussies.
You can see his face in the ground. They had to free his arms. This is insane. I wasn't resisting shit. I wanted them to get me up.
I just got my phone. Stop that. Look at this fucking
And this slow-mo.
I love this.
Insane. He could have said, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Nothing. They said nothing. I put my arms up and he started charging me from the right. And dude, I saw it coming and I just kind of caught him and let him come at me. I wasn't going to get hurt. You know what I mean? I absorbed it and he hit the ground. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. Look at this.
I put my arm around him and just took him and boom.
Leroy's running for dear life right now.
Yeah. I just wanted to stay alive. I didn't want to get hurt here. That was it. And I didn't want to hurt anybody.
And it's like they're manipulating your body.
He put me on top of that marshal. I didn't do that.
Right. I see. The officers are really fighting with themselves.
They are, dude. They don't have any clue what they're doing.
Insane.
There was nobody wanted to give statements though. Nobody wanted to give statements.
Nobody asked me for a statement.
No, here's the thing. That trooper Fisher, the one that said, "Oh, you can trust me. I'm a sworn peace officer." He, at the hospital, he was telling the other cops when they were trumping up the charges.
Right.
He was telling them, "Oh, nobody wants to give any statements." Like I couldn't hear what they were saying.
Really?
Yeah, man. And there's also telling them, "Here, the only way we're getting any charges on him is because you guys got hurt because he didn't do anything else. So it's assault because you got hurt. So you guys better get your shit straight." I heard every minute of it, man. It's pretty shitty.
Definitely shitty.
Yeah.
So, all right. Here's you getting in the stretcher here.
Yeah, I should have. Well,
6 fucking thugs can't get one guy. Hero.
I ended up signing myself out because I would have never got processed that night. I would have never got out of jail. So.
Oh, you signed yourself out.
I did. I was an hour and a half in. That place was a freaking madhouse, and I would have still been sitting there. So yeah, I never got to see the doctor. I got injured, but I never got it documented. So they got lucky on that. But
I mean, you were definitely hurt, right?
Oh yeah, I'm still hurt. My neck's still fucked up. Excuse my language.
You're good, brother.
Mentally, I'm not right. You know what I mean? It did some damage there too. I got a little more PTSD than I had before.
Right.
So,
and so the Constitution state was ever able to get you out, right?
Yeah, man. Thank yous to Wesley Lank, a friend of Constitution State. I reached out to him like last minute and said, "Hey, man, I got you. Just let's get it done." And they did. And I was out. I ended up in Corrigan. I had to show my asshole to a CO named Francis. I kind of made light of it. Unfortunately, I had to do what I had to do. Told him he deserved a coffee. Everybody giggled. We had a good time. But it was a very humiliating situation. Not something anybody should have to go through. Certainly not somebody trying to advocate for somebody else. And it's based off the narrative, the one-sided narrative and controlled narrative of the Connecticut State Police and these judicial marshals. So you have to fight that every day. It's a good thing that cameras are rolling these days, because back then we didn't have this, and it was our word against theirs. And now it's, it's the other way around. We have proof, but we have to find a way for the court to accept the fact that we have this proof, because the narrative has changed now. So it's tough, but we got to keep pushing. But we're all doing a good thing.
Absolutely. So this is the Constitution State's YouTube here. Mods, if you can throw the link up in there, please subscribe to the Constitution State, and then I'm going to throw Paul Manakio's channel back up in a second.
Thanks, bud.
And then you have court coming up, don't you?
Yeah, man. So I have court September 11th for my other cases with my family stuff, my children, and then on the 12th for this, which is more than likely going to get continued. I don't have the attorney yet. I have to save up a little cash to do that, so I'm still working on it. Excuse me. So that would probably get continued off, but
So September 11th.
September 11th is my unrelated case, and then September 12th is for this case.
Why can't they make it all the same day? They have to,
I don't know. I have two different attorney, no attorney for one of them, self-represented, or not actually yet, but I don't have to figure that one out. But I don't know. I mean, they could choose to do that, but my boss is cool. Luckily, I got a really good boss, so I made my schedule work for the week.
So that's good, because
Yeah, man.
we need that. I'm trying to pull up your channel now. I'm able to. Why am I not able to?
My channel's been
There it
funny.
is. I found it. All right. I'm going to throw it up here now. Share the screen. There it is. Mods, if you can throw that up in the chat, please subscribe to Paul Manakio. He needs all the support. When did you start your channel?
Oh my God. I started like 10 years ago. I didn't have any real, method to my madness or nothing. And honestly, up a couple of years ago is when I really started, if you want to call it auditing. I don't really call it what I do auditing, but documenting my situations, my personal situations, like Connecticut Transparency. He started his page around the same time of all the shit he was dealing with. That's how I got started, helping him out with getting records from town halls. And I just actually won a case in FOIA, where I didn't win yet, but I destroyed them in this hearing last month for the town of Canterbury in Connecticut that was screwing with him. They think they're all gods, man. They don't have to listen to nobody, and it doesn't work like that. So I started then. My videos are all raw, unedited at this point. I am going to put some focus into actually putting a production together for my stuff.
Cool.
Just the way my brain works, it's just good for me to get shit up and let it go, and whoever can use it can use it. But.
And then when did you meet the Constitution State?
I met Danny with my stuff going on, and you can go check out the video. I don't have it on my page, but you can check out that situation when I was arrested last January for a situation regarding my children and my son. But I met him then, and he did my case, and we really started supporting one another at that point. I showed up to his court cases, and he showed up to mine, and we kind of sparked a good friendship from there.
I'm trying to see if the moderators are going to put up the links in the chat. Sure. I made two new moderators. We got Cat73 and Bootlicker. Can you guys throw that up in there? Just Julie, thank you. I appreciate that. Can you also throw the Constitution State up in there? Please subscribe. We have 101 people in there. He needs 101 new subs, please. He needs our support.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, he's got some cool videos. If you haven't checked out his page, I mean, he was just you were live the other day.
Yeah, I was doing a little piece, about the what you call it there, the arraignment, what have you, and having a little, heart to heart with the fact of, we had a conversation and kind of smooth things over from where I was feeling before, and I was appreciative of that, and very grateful that we are where we're at right now.
Yeah. Kat says she's already subbed to you. All
Thank
right,
you.
Get some more subs. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you explaining your story.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Gloria says she subbed.
Thank you.
Michael said he subbed.
Thanks, guys.
So hopefully you get some more subs here.
Hang in there. I will get a little more stuff up there, a little more productive. Actually, my situation where Danny got involved, I have all the body camera footage and the whole 9 yards for that. I'm going to put that together. I was assaulted while handcuffed in the back of the car, and it was pretty good.
I mean, so I'm a new and recent channel. I'm still growing. Leroy helped me get to the subscribers that I have now.
Nice.
11,000 now. So
Awesome,
I appreciate Leroy's help for that. I'm trying to help you out as best I can.
Hey man, I appreciate it.
I wanted everybody to hear your story because it's a crazy story, man.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing this teaches anybody is don't be an advocate, which I'm strongly against that. Advocate, just be careful, man. There's a cost to advocation all the time. There was a quote from, I forget who, Transformers movie. I don't even watch this shit, but I remember this quote because it stuck with me. There was one of the movies, one of the Transformers name was Lockdown, go figure. And I think he said something along the lines of,
I love Transformers.
Yeah, the cause you fight for will always betray you. It stuck with me, you know what I mean? Because it has in the past. But, you still got to stick with what you're doing because it's about a bigger picture. It's not about you. It's about everybody else. So.
All right. So Leroy wants to know, what are the charges against you? And,
right. I got three counts of assault on a peace officer. So, I mean, you tell me where I assaulted anyone. The one I kind of understood, the marshal with the face that got screwed up. I mean, I didn't do it, but he got hurt. I get it. Marshall Mack, the one that swiped the phone from the woman, and he claimed he had a torn bicep muscle. And the only reason I think they did this is because I went to the hospital. So if I didn't go to the hospital, it might not have been as bad, but I think it still may have been. I don't know. Who knows? And then I got, there's one other marshal that got injured. I don't know who he is. I think it's all bullshit anyway. And then breach of peace and interfering.
Breach of the peace and interfering.
Or disorderly conduct, one of the two.
Whose peace did you break?
I don't know. I think I interfered with him stealing the phone.
Maybe interference, but is that breach of peace? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Does
I don't know.
anybody else have any questions for Paul while we have him here? Let's see if anybody else has any questions.
Fire away.
Susan Rice says Leroy rocks. I agree. I like Leroy. Any other questions? See if anybody pops in the next, I don't know, 10 seconds with any questions. No. Well, I mean, I guess we'll start to wrap this up. And what did they grab the man? 6 different directions. Yeah, so they grabbed you and pulled you in 6 different directions. Yeah.
Yeah, they treated me like a Gumby doll, man. They had no clue how to communicate with one another.
Leroy Truth, he's got a court date on September 11th for unrelated charges, and then September 12th for the charges that he's facing on this incident.
Correct.
All right. I think we're gonna call it here. Please drop that link for Paul's channel. He's an upcoming member of YouTube, right? How long have you been a member?
I've been on for 10 years, but really only doing this kind of stuff for the past 2.
Well, he's got 834 subscribers. Let's get into 1,000. We need to get
Thank
him
you,
monetized.
guys.
We definitely need to get him monetized. Do you have the watch hours?
I am darn close. I have to go back and look. The last I looked, I was almost. What is it, like 4,000, right?
3,000 for something, and then it's 4,000. You need to be monetized.
Yeah, I'm close to 4,000.
Close to 4,000. Awesome. That's really good.
Yeah.
Leroy is asking, where is the court? Is that where?
Danielson.
Danielson.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Bootlegger, thank you for posting that link up there. Please subscribe to Paul's channel right there. Bootlegger had posted the link.
Thank you, guys.
And then I think we'll be wrapping this up.
All right, man.
Anything else you want to say before we go?
No, I just want to say thank you very much for getting this out there. It's important not only for me, but for everybody else. I'm glad I could, be that tackling dummy that taught everybody a lesson. don't go grabbing this guy's phone if he don't want you to have it. No means no. So, yeah, just be careful. You know, do what you got to do, exercise your rights, and then definitely hold them accountable. But be careful and do it in numbers, man. Do it in numbers.
Thanks for everybody who subscribed to Paul's channel. If you subscribe to Paul's channel, just please let me know in the comments that you did. Yeah, hopefully we get 100 or something people watching. So hopefully we get 100 and something subscribers. So
That'd be sweet. God bless you all. I appreciate it.
All right, you enjoy the rest of your night, guys. All right, peace.
All right, thank you.